here we go. It's now or never. So if I don't cut the grass, I'm just going to be cutting trails. So, all right. All right, so I'm live right now. I'm going to be cutting grass for a little bit, and then I'll stop my stream. So I'll be able to hear you, but I won't be able to respond back in the chat. So if you say, okay, say something in the chat. So I'll respond on Zillow, and then maybe y'all can say this is what you probably said or what he said or whatever. Oh, they're hamburger meat. My sheets have blood stains on them because of all the going. I ain't worried about it. Racist. Alright, I gotta start this thing, so I gotta have all hands on deck here. This thing goes back far away and pull the rope back. It's pretty dangerous. One of the biggest motors you can have with a pull rope. Alright, here we go, everybody. I guess an update. So I'm gonna cut trails, and I got the mod squad's gonna be reading the chat in my ear, and I'll respond on Zillow, and they'll tell you the response. So I won't be able to verbally respond, but it will be responding in the chat. So it'll be like me typing it. And so yeah, I'll be able to see your chats you're addressing to me, and I'm gonna be mowing around here for a while. I'm not gonna mow the trails. It's too difficult to be mowing and holding the thing, and I don't have a thing set up. I'll eventually set up something on the mower, but right now I got to get stuff done, and on a day off with the convoy. So let's do this. And yes, that is a golf cart that I converted to be my lawnmower. These are snake gloves. So if I find a snake, I can just pick it up. Actually, I'm going to get some better ones. These are what I call my snake gloves. So let's see how many people are watching right now. Put on different glasses for a second. All right, so there's 1432 people. Texas girls in there. Let's scroll back up. Jennifer, Kimberly, Sweet. All right, so yeah, we're going to be cutting for a little bit. I'll try to keep the mower on camera. Like I said, I can't read the chat, but anything addressed to me when you do at my TV now will be read to me in Zillow, and I'll respond back on Zillow, and they'll type it in the chat. So the mod squad is here. Let's see this. Yeah, that's a 2-cycle, like 90s model Easy Go that I converted to mow with. It's got a 2-inch ball, and I extended the hitch. And the reason why I did that is so I can mow around the trees really easy. So you'll see. Alrighty then. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for a good part of the day. Then I'll have to get my work done, and because it's a big day at the radio station work for me, and then get ready for the rally tonight. So yes, I will be streaming tonight. Let's see. I'm going to read the chat real quick. I'm going to be easing out of the stream here. So let me do this. I want to catch up with the chat before I shut her down. See who all's in there. I saw Ride Along Gang in there. Big shout out to Ride Along Gang. Let me open up my YouTubes. All right, hit play. And see what we got for chat. Live chat. All right, here we go. So now I can hear myself. Oh, that's a delay. All right. Oh, I got it way back there. Here we go. Yeah, I don't want to hear myself now. All right, so who all's in here? There's 50 people watching me mow with a golf cart. That's kind of amazing. Joe is in the chat. Haven't seen Joe in a while. Ladybot's in here helping out Nightbot. Lady Nightbot. That's awesome. Yeah, you don't have to loves the lost video. Let's see. I'm gonna play so I can see where I'm at the screen here. Where am I at here? What's going on with this phone? There we go. Still not camera here. Backing up. 8659. Hank is in here. There we go. So I've even mowed, I don't know if you can hear me, with the solar golf cart over here. Bright TV, hello, and good afternoon. Hello, Lady Nightbot. Yeah, unless Nightbot calls you, you probably don't even have to show up, because she's got the shift coming for a while. But yeah, if y'all want to both hang out in here, I don't have a problem with it. Juniper. Alright, so people are wondering why I was not mowing in a straight line. It's a lot more efficient to mow in a circle and work your way from the center out. And with the way I have that system set up, I can just turn on a dime and I can just start mowing in a circle and work my way out, and you're never having to backtrack. This is not the normal way I mow. I'm doing this for the stream. I normally pick a bigger part of the property and I start my circle and I work my way around, and then I only mow the corners. But right now I'm going to start mowing the trails. That's why I'm going to have to shut the stream down, because I'll be off camera for 4 hours. You know, it's a 6-acre property with all kinds of trails I need to mow. So I don't want to just sit here and have a stream where I can't interact with it. So I'm going to be easing out of this stream here in a little bit. All right, see y'all later. Work calls crazy. Yep. All right, cool. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I got so much to do. This is just part of my, let's see, let us just see the property, darn it. I can't stream from the, you've seen the property. If you're new to the channel, there's probably a couple of videos where I've shown the property. So I'll do that later. Right now, I just got to get stuff done, and I can't hold the camera while I'm mowing at the same time. It's just too distracting. I'll have to mount a tripod on the mower like I did the Suburban, and that way I will I can take y'all with me when I mow. So, and I also need to get a little tablet so I can read the chat better, because right now the mod squad's having to read the chat in my ears. And that's another reason why I'm shutting the stream down, because nobody's talking to me. So if nobody's going to respond and have any questions, then why do I even have the stream going? Because if I can't interact with people, then what's the point? I know you don't want to sit there and watch me mow. So let's see. How about the harness holder for the phone? Yeah. Again, yeah, I'm not set up for the mower right now. I'm set up for the truck and not the mower. So that's what it is. What it is. All right. So the plan is I'm going to get this done. I got to do my radio station work before I start the stream again later, and the stream is going to be, I think, somebody will put it in the chat. One of the chat mods can put. I'm going to probably start maybe 30 minutes before the rally is my goal. So the rally is tonight, and my goal is to start 30 minutes before the rally. It could be earlier, it could be 15 minutes before, but I for sure at least want to do 30 minutes before the rally. Bryce says, don't feel bad, nobody wants to talk to me either. Yeah, that's, yeah. Brenda. Taji. Let's see, stream is froze here and chat messed up. If I see this. So is the stream still frozen? I'm seeing it look good. I mean, it's working for me. I mean, this is what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing the chat, so you might need to refresh. I'm streaming at 720p with the YouTube app right now. I didn't start Prism. Everyone is busy today. Yeah, I mean, I've been streaming straight for, this is my real world here. This and inventing stuff and engineering. This is what I do. This is my test lab. You know, this is my outdoor shop. Got a little TV there. Used to have two. There's some of my tools. Nothing like Grey Wolf setup. I mean, he's got it going on. My vacuum, my fan. That fan is to blow the dust off of you and mosquitoes. So the mosquitoes kind of get rough depending on what time of year it is after a big rain. And yeah, that's to blow the mosquitoes off of you before you go into the house so you don't bring them into the house. And that's the best thing to do that. It's one of those high flow fans. So yeah, my normal workflow is work outside, gardening, mechanic work, engineering, solar stuff, and local IT work for businesses, and but not streaming. So yeah, this streaming stuff is really taking a toll on my normal workflow, and as you can see, the property. But I'm mowing it quicker than I thought. Luckily, it's in that stage where the grass is not really thick; it's just tall. There's a different version of grass that comes up at the beginning of the year, in spring, than the stuff that pops up in the summer. The Bermuda stuff is the stuff that really is bad, and Bermuda is not that tall right now, which is good. Loves Wood Heat says, hey, Fry and family. Got Loves Wood Heat in the house. Awesome. Rally at 6 p.m. Idaho time. Yeah, Coach. Can one of the chat mods tell me what time the rally is Central Time, so I can have my brain programmed when I need to stop mowing and start my radio work. So can somebody in the chat room or just tell me in Zillow what time Central Time does the rally start tonight? All right, so I'm going to sign off. Taji says, we'll look for you later. Have a great, yeah. I hate mowing because of the dust. I don't mind being out here, but it gets dusty. So I'm probably going to sound a little sniffly tonight on the stream. We'll see how that works. But I've been staying away from bread and gluten and wheat, and for the most part, so that really does help with the allergic reaction to pollen and stuff like that. So for the most part, I don't have any problems with that kind of stuff. All right. See y'all a little bit. And Katie659 put a link in there that could be to his new songs. I'm not sure. It's usually a website for, a YouTube channel, but maybe he's got a new setup going. So awesome. Big shout out to Katie659. Make sure you click on that link. And anybody else in here that has a streamer that wants to promote their channel right now, now is the time to put your link in, because we're going to be shutting the stream down in the next minute or so. Well, Maybe somebody on Zillow will tell me what time the meeting is, Central Time. But I guess the mod squad is running amok. All right, love you all, and I'll leave you with the shot of the mower up close, a little closer here. That's the solar cart. I've mowed with this before, by the way. I have. It'll mow probably 45 minutes to an hour, kind of on a cloudy day. We'll have to do that one day. But yeah, I got a 2-inch ball. I can pull it just like that. But it's on a sunny day is when you need to use that. You don't want to be using that when it's cloudy, because that basically runs off of lawnmower batteries and sun juice. See, 3 little lawnmower batteries. There we go. 3 lawnmower batteries. That styrofoam is a spacer so the batteries don't fall over and hit themselves and short out. Yeah, that's why this golf cart is so light. It is top heavy with the solar panels, but can't get around that right now. They don't make solar panels worth buying ever. Never buy one. Just know that they're going to last about 6 months. So if you buy those thin film panels, they last about 6 months. I've never seen one last longer. Maybe I'm buying the wrong kind, but that's just what it is. So this is the lawnmower. It's a Swisher 44-inch cut, and it's been modified for my use case here. I put the cables right here because I go around all these trees on the property, the pecan trees. So I didn't want to accidentally catch a tree there and have a really big problem. When I bought it, that was broke, so I had to re-weld that, and I put new bolts in there, and I extended the tongue out right here. That's where the tongue used to stop. I extended it there so I'd have more turning radius to get around stuff, and I could turn in a circle, and it also keeps the mower further back for the noise. It helps just a little bit too. And I put smaller tires on the golf to lower the gear ratio. So these are a lot smaller than what it calls for, but it lowers the gear ratio to give me the pulling power I need, because this thing pulls pretty heavy when I'm in tall grass or when you're going up a hill. But I have not modified the clutch system in there. That's the original clutch pulley system or golf cart. So it's all original, and it's a gas cart, obviously. All right, meeting at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm reading the chat here. Meeting at 7 p.m. Central Time. I think Nightbot put that in there. Or is that Juniper? Looks like Juniper. Yeah. All right. So I need to be done mowing by 4 so I can get my work done. So what time is it now? I only got a couple more hours of mowing, so I need to step it up a notch. So yeah, and this thing's been completely modified. The air cleaner that came with it was shattered, so I put one off of another mower on here. You know, I engineered it the way I do things, so that's not the stock air cleaner. I did have a homemade charging system on it because the charging circuit on it was bad, but I don't have a battery. It is electric start, but that's just a bunch of nonsense at this point. I can still full start it. And the tank was leaking when I got it. Had this big hole in the tank, so I put a bolt with some JB weld in there, so that's fixed now, so it's not leaking anymore. These things are expensive if you buy them new, and I think I got this thing for $300 off Craigslist, but it had a lot of problems. I have to reset the valves, and you can tell that they need some tweaking right now. You hear a little tapping, and that's one of the reasons why it pulls back whenever you're starting. You got to be really careful because the valves are out of adjustment, and that can be dangerous if you're not careful. So I still need to do some work on it, but yeah. And then this tongue here is connected to a 2-inch ball, and that's a piece of aluminum that I made. I drilled here and there, and then with the 2-inch ball in it. So I got a lot of that aluminum from years ago from another project. So yeah, that's the trail mower. And sometimes I don't use this. Sometimes I use the 4-wheeler. When I need to mow on the sketchy part of the property up on the berm, I'll use the four-wheeler, okay? Because that can go in places that the golf cart and the mower can't go. And then sometimes I use this mower and I double mow. So I mow in front of the other mower. And so when you mow in circles, you get more ground covered that way, because this will be cutting on a different path than the trail mower will. So you can cut more with that. The reason why I didn't fire this up today, because it's a lot louder and it's a lot bumpier, and I just didn't want to have to hold. I have to have two hands to operate this because it's got the variable speed drive there, the hydrostatic system right there, and then you have to run the wheel at the same time. So with this one, I can run the gas pedal with my foot and steer and still have the radio in my hand. And I can't do that with this one, but I normally mow for the most part with that so I can get more covered. I use this a lot, but not as much. Like the first time of the year, I probably use this, like I'm doing right now, just to cut the trails. But when I need to go slower and get more detailed, it's a lot easier to back up into spots with that mower than trying to back up with this, because I don't have a working brake system. There's no brakes on this golf cart. I haven't fixed the brakes on it. As a matter of fact, the only golf cart that I have that has working brakes is that one. The rest of them have zero brakes. Yeah, that's the way I roll, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm mowing the property with a golf cart that has no brakes. So you really got to think ahead of time, and it really keeps you on your toes, literally. And I've only had like one or two bad situations where I run up to something and you have to think twice. And I've run into one thing once, but this thing has a really sharp turning radius, so you really don't have to be concerned with it. And you really can't even tell. I've hit a few things here, but it's definitely one of those things. It's kind of like driving a truck. You got to think well ahead of time on what you're coming up on, the way you're turning around stuff. It's not just what you see is what you get, because this thing hangs out really far. So you can't fall asleep on this thing. And another reason why I use this, I usually use this when it's really hot, when it's like 100 outside. It keeps the sun off your head, and you can stay a lot cooler on this than you can something without an umbrella. So that's what it is. I'm shutting the stream down now. We will be covering the rally. I'll start my stream up probably 30 minutes before the rally, maybe 15 minutes before the rally. So there we go. Love you, everybody, and I'll see you later on. I got a lot of work to do yet. I got to cut grass and do radio station work before the rally tonight. So I'm running out of time just talking about it. So I got to take a 10-100, get back to mowing. Thank you, Lady Nightbot, Juniper, Freedom in the chat. Katie's in the chat. Let's see. Why are you yelling? Oh, sorry. Are you asking at me? I'm yelling because I thought you couldn't hear me. Let's see. It's a 3-wheel golf cart. Yep, it's a 3-wheel Easy Go. Best golf carts ever made. They have the sharpest turning radius, and one less tire you have to worry about going flat, and just all around a better design. Better steering mechanisms. They last forever. So yeah, they should go back to making the 3-wheel carts. I prefer a 3-wheel cart over a 4-wheel any day of the week, just because of the turning radius, and they ride smoother, because you're riding on a different geometry on a 3-wheel cart versus a 4-wheel cart. So they ride a lot smoother. Strong Nana's in here. Are you laughing at me, Strong Nana? At my chicken legs, my white legs? That's okay. My legs are white and red. Red from the blood from all the scars. And when I went walking through the brush the other day, they got ripped up pretty bad. Yeah, I have scars like 6 inches long on my legs. Y'all want to see that? Look at my legs, how tore up they are. That's what happens when you don't wear jeans. Yeah, they're scarred up, and that's what it looks like. So wear jeans. Don't do what I do. But yeah, that's thorns, blueberry, blackberry vines, sticks, chewed up my legs. So my legs are, there's no hope for them anymore. So yeah, they're in bad shape. Both of them are that way. And I get fire ant bites. So between the fire ants that were on my legs that day and all the cuts, at least they didn't go down to the bone. Some of them got kind of close. But yeah, I probably won't be walking around on the back of the berm anymore with without jeans on. And I don't think I even had boots on that day. So that was just one of the things that happened. So yeah, ants, a lot of fire ants. Yep. All right, love you all. I'll see y'all this afternoon, right before the rally. And thank you for showing up. Much love to everybody. And I'm going to stop the stream right now. We'll see y'all later. I got to get back to work.